Good afternoon, and thank you so much for joining me for this WNCT Now news update. I'm Emily Severidge, live in the WNCT digital studio. Let's go ahead and get right into some top and trending stories for your Monday. Vice President Kamala Harris is in North Carolina today. This is to kick off President Biden's American Jobs Plan, which specifies support for community college partnerships to help build job training programs and other in-demand skills. Vice President Harris arrived at the Piedmont Triad International Airport. Her first stop will be Guilford Technical Community College, chosen for its advanced manufacturing center that's dedicated to training for high-demand manufacturing jobs. After visiting Guilford Community College, Vice President Harris will go to Thomas Build Buses in High Point to talk about another key point in the plan, which has to do with electric buses. President Biden's American Jobs Plan totals almost $2.3 trillion. Negotiations are still underway, but the president has said he wants to pass something by this summer. Starting today, all adults in the United States should be eligible for COVID vaccines. This is 2 weeks ahead of President Biden's original May 1st deadline. More than 190 million doses have been administered since Inauguration Day on January 20th. About half of the total adult population have received at least one dose of a vaccine. About 32.5% of the population have been fully vaccinated. Those numbers place President Biden well on track to meet his new goal of 100 million administered shots by April 30th, which is his 100th day in office. Heading into some weather for the start of your work week, there are some possibilities of some thunderstorms today, so be sure to carry that rain jacket or umbrella with you. Our Storm Team 9 meteorologist Alex Wasilenko has this forecast for you.
Happy Monday, everybody. I'm your Storm Team 9 meteorologist, Alex Wasilenko, reporting from the WNCT studios in the Storm Team 9 Weather Center. We are tracking two disturbances now consolidating into one offshore low-pressure system. That offshore low likely going to produce some partly to mostly cloudy skies this afternoon, along with some isolated showers and, yes, the possibility of a thunderstorm or two. Not everybody's going to get wet or stormy this afternoon and into the evening, but best remain weather aware with that umbrella and rain gear on standby. It's a fast-moving system. By the time we reach Tuesday morning, I almost said Saturday, you know where my mind's at. Before we can even get to that weekend forecast, though, we have many more disturbances to talk about this week, including Tuesday with one passing just down to our south. It will provide some partly sunny skies for your Tuesday, but we will stay dry. And notice those winds switching out of the south by Tuesday afternoon as we warm back up into the middle to upper 70s under the influence of those southerly winds. We clear out even more by early Wednesday morning and keep the southerly winds in our back pocket. That's going to mean more heat and humidity through midweek, eventually clashing with a cold front by the end of the day. To track all the latest details of that midweek cold front that could be a severe weather producer, be sure to download that free Storm Team 9 weather app. With that being said, Wednesday, we're going to put in some isolated showers and storms to the mix, some of which could become strong or even severe. One thing's for sure, though, with that cold front moving through midweek, it's going to drop temperatures in a big way into the low 60s for daytime highs on Thursday. Some patchy frost possibilities inland Thursday night into Friday morning. Nevertheless, we begin a slow rebound by the end of the work week and into the first half of the weekend. Back into the upper 60s and low 70s, all under partly sunny skies as dry weather returns again to kick off the new weekend. Make it a marvelous rest of your Monday, everybody. I'm your Storm Team 9 meteorologist, Alex Wasilenko.
Continuing to follow the Derek Chauvin trial, and the oldest living American dies in Charlotte, North Carolina. That and more coming up after this short break.
This is Angie. This is Ken. Angie. Ken. Angie and Ken. Ken and Angie. Did I mention this is Angie and this is Ken and our chief meteorologist, Jerry Jackson? Watch 9 on Your Side News with Ken, Angie, Jerry, and don't forget Brian Bailey for sports, weeknights at 5, 6, and 11. Watch Ken, Angie, Jerry, Bailey for local news, weather, and sports. In case you missed it, Ken, Angie. Watch weeknights on 9 on Your Side News. Covering severe weather in the spring is all about keeping you safe and informed.
This storm system is on a trajectory to be...
We have great technology that helps us to accurately pinpoint down to your neighborhood where storms are headed.
Rain just barely missed us.
And our meteorologists are hard at work every day with one mission: to keep you safe, informed, and ahead of the storms.
Continues to pump in some southerly wind.
Storm Team 9, on air, online, and on our mobile app.
Thanks so much for joining me. If you're just tuning in, I'm Emily Severidge, live in the WNCT digital studio, bringing you some afternoon updates. WNCT is bringing you live streamed updates every Monday through Friday at 1:30 p.m. and 4 o'clock p.m. to bring you the latest and up-to-date news before our nightly newscasts. Closing arguments are underway in the trial of former Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin. Chauvin is charged in the death of George Floyd, whom Chauvin was seen kneeling on his neck for over 9 minutes. After 3 weeks of countless surveillance videos, emotional testimonies, and medical expertise, the trial could come to a close this week. Chauvin's official charges are unintentional second-degree murder, third-degree murder, and second-degree manslaughter. The most serious charge being the second-degree murder count, which carries up to 40 years in prison. You can continue to stay with WNCT for all of the latest on the Chauvin trial. 12 people have been arrested after Sunday night protest in downtown Raleigh. Sunday was the third night in a row that protesters gathered with concerns over the death of colored people at the hands of police. 10 people have been charged with failure to disperse, and 2 others were charged with simple assault and assault on a law enforcement officer. No arrests were made at the 2 previous protests downtown over the weekend. America's oldest living person has passed away. Hester Ford lived in Charlotte, North Carolina. At 116 years old, she saw it all. Her family tells our sister station she was a queen in her own right and an angel on earth. In total, Hester Ford had 12 children and more than 200 grand and great-grandchildren. She worked for more than 20 years as a nanny for 2 families after moving to Charlotte. She passed away in her home yesterday, surrounded by caretakers and family. Her family members say her mission here on Earth is complete, and her legacy will live on. Well, that is going to wrap up this WNCT Now afternoon update. I'll be back again at 4 o'clock with another evening update for you before our nightly newscast, so be sure and stay tuned for that. And make sure to stay dry out there today with these possibilities of some thunderstorms. Make it a great Monday and have a great rest of your day. I'll see you again at 4 o'clock. Thanks so much for watching.